Welcome to today's important conversation. My name is Chantal Omondi from Kituo Sheria, where we're dedicated to legal empowerment, providing legal aid services to the indigent, and today we'll be focusing on mental well-being. You see, mainly in workplaces and even in our families, most people are so used to hiding behind walls where they don't express their mental health problems or challenges. And that's why today we'd like to take that opportunity to discuss this year's theme, which is unmasking mental health. So today we have our guest, local councillor Habiba of Kituo Sheria. Habiba, welcome.
Thank you very much, Chantal. Good morning, everyone. My name is Habiba Mohamed. I'm a psychosocial counselor from Kituo Sheria, working with forced migration program in Pangani. And we have problem with our mental health. People do take care of their physical health, Chantal, but mental health is, we need to break the silence. I think this is the month we need to break the silence.
Okay, thank you so much, Habiba. So as we begin, how would you describe mental health in simple terms so that everybody can understand what that is?
Thank you very much, Chantal. Yeah, mental health is a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own potential or abilities, can cope with the normal stresses of life. You know, we have stresses of life. So are you able to cope with that stress of life? This is what we term as mental health. Can cope with normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully. If I say you work productively, are you able to work? Are you able to earn and enjoy your whatever you're earning fruitfully? Are you able to be productive, member of the community? Are you able to socialize, relationship? How is your relationship with the community? I think that those are the things key that encompasses the mental health.
Okay. Yeah. So you've mentioned normal stressors of life. How can we differentiate normal stressors of life and actually a time where someone actually needs professional help when it comes to their mental health?
Thank you for the question. Do you know that we have good stressors, Chantal?
Okay, that's interesting.
Yes, we call it eustress. You know the stress that is waking you up every morning to come to work, you have family to take care of. Those are normal stressors. When you have an exam, you read the whole night, yes? Because you want to pass the exam. And you are very active at that time and you're able to do well in that exam when you read. So those are the stressors we call eustress, the normal stressors of life. But you also have distress. The distress, it will interfere with your functionality, as I said earlier. That when you have stress that is persistent, you know, it's very normal to have all this emotion. You can talk of sadness, you are anxious, you are angry, all these emotions are normal. But when it persists, like it persists and interferes with your functionality. You're not able to work now, you're angry, they come tonight, you're still angry, the following day you're still angry, because you're still angry. Now it interferes to you going even to work. So when it starts interfering with your work, your functionality or the relationship, that's the time we now say there's a problem. So we need to seek for help and talk about it.
Thank you so much. So what are some of the misconceptions that most people encounter on mental health?
So I go to our community because we're doing a lot of sensitization in our community and host community. People will talk of mental health disorder as somebody who has been, bewitched. But imagine people saying that this person is having mental health issue because of the family, has been bewitched, he's a past person, and Lana means move, and some will say of the weak personality. But imagine you're having a condition and somebody is just calling you a lazy. You know, when you have the mental health issue, you don't have even that energy because your mind is affected, your energy also is affected because you say there's mind-body connection. So when your mind is affected, also your body is affected. That's why sometimes somebody is sick, he goes to hospital, they do all this investigation, but nothing is found. They're doing a panel to go home. But your problem is it's mental health issue.
So what are some of the factors that lead to mental health challenges?
We have several factors, and I can mention some few. Genetic, I think, it runs in the family. We have child upbringing. I think it's very important. Like the first 6 years of life is very critical for a child. The child needs love, the child needs care. So if you don't do that, the child later on in life, they will not be able even to love. They'll have challenges with loving someone, having a relationship. So it's very important to take care of our children, their upbringing, Also upbringing also contribute to the mental health challenges. We can talk of life stressors, life circumstances. We can talk of the poverty, all these things that we're going through, so it can all bring them into a station.
So when you are talking about seeking professional help, you said the reason why people would need to seek professional help is because maybe they have prolonged exposure to these mental health challenges. So what are some of the conditions that you can tell us can be caused by this prolonged exposure?
We have many conditions if we are not taking care of that small things that, for example, those normal emotion, the emotional reaction, like the sadness, the anxious, the anger, all this. If we are not taking care of it, if it persists, it can come out of chronic illness. What are some of these chronic illness? The depression that is very common. Anxiety, we have schizophrenia, we have bipolar disorder, we have long-term pregnancy, there's no support, people end up having postpartum depression. So we have all these conditions. We have even, there are so many of it, just mentioning that but few. But the research has shown that we have evidence-based that they can be treated. We have treatment for all these conditions. So the treatment are there. But what is making people not look for, what is making people not take for treatment, for support, is because of stigma. Because we have many people who are suffering. I've talked of 1 to 4. Now, 4 people, we have 4 of us seated here. One person is struggling with mental health condition. So if we can see how we can support this.
Yeah. So like Habiba always says, prevention is better than cure. So please Habiba, let's dive into that. What are some of the things we can do to prevent mental challenges?
Thank you very much, Chantal. If you can talk of, triangle. We have, you can imagine the triangle. On top of that triangle, there's a long stay facility specialist. So there's that, in that pyramid of mine, just imagine that pyramid. Up there is a psychiatry, and also you have informal community care that is maybe in churches, and bottom, we have self-care. So if you're able to take care of yourself, Chantal, you not go to specialists. Paying 5,000, even starting those drugs, there's a lot of side effects. So why can't you do prevention? Why can't you prevent mental health condition by taking care of yourself? Are you able to sleep? Because it's very important. When you take care of yourself, you're able to nourish yourself with food, water. Emotionally, are you able to when you're sad, are you able to regulate your emotion? When for example, a good example is when somebody you do some God forbid, you feel a lot of heaviness. What makes you feel better? When you cry, that emotion, when you release that emotion, you feel better. So are you able to regulate your emotion?
Do you have any other examples of self-regulation measures you can share with our audience?
Yeah, there are so many of it. Like when you start taking care of yourself, so we can do it like walking. Walking is very important. The physical exercise. I talked about the physical exercise. Breathing exercise. So breathing in is very important. When you are stressed, there's a lot of carbon monoxide in our body. So when you breathe in and out, we release all those carbon monoxide and we bring in the oxygen and you feel refreshed. You can try, just try. By breathing in, when you're so stressed up, you feel your head is so it's tensed. Just do the breathing exercise and you feel marvelous. Just breathe in out in a count of 4 in, inhalation, then hold in a count of 7, then just exhale in a count of 8. Do it 3 times, 5 times, you'll feel much better. So there are so many things you can do. Jogging, gratitude. Just write down what you are grateful for, Chantal. What are you grateful for now? Just close your eyes. I'll show you an example. Just close your eyes. What are you seeing?
Darkness.
Just open your eyes. What are you seeing?
Habiba.
Yes, you're seeing light and everything.
Yeah.
Imagine that person who is living in that darkness. As somebody who's blind is not seeing. Are you grateful for these eyes? Are you grateful for this sight? So just list down the good things you have. When and you know, so many people are killing themselves because of maybe you're seeing darkness, you're not seeing light in front. Just sit down and ask God, thank God for what you have at that moment.
So thank you so much, Habiba. Thank you for teaching us about how to peel back the layers on mental health and teaching us ways to prevent. For example, she's told us to do deep breathing exercises. She's told us we can be grateful for our experiences in life, which can also help us in maintaining our mental well-being. So, Habiba, any final words or closing words for us?
Yeah, for today maybe I've talked a lot, and maybe you can just end with ABC. What is ABC? Even somebody who's not going to school can say ABC. So what is A? A is awareness. Are you aware of your emotion? What is making you not to go to work today? What is making you not feel waking up in the morning? So are you aware? Self-awareness, I think that one is very important. What is be balancing? What is that you can do now? Maybe I didn't sleep well because I was overthinking. I was thinking a lot of so many things maybe that was going on in my mind. So the awareness that I didn't sleep yesterday because of 1, 2, 3 is okay, but tomorrow I'll sleep. So the balancing, let me try, see how I can find my sleep back. See what is that, see connection. Are you able to connect to people? Are you able, it's very important. So you need to have to connect with people. Are you having a good relationship with place of work? Because if you talk of places of work, you know, if you don't take care of yourself, you get what we call compassion fatigue. We call burnout. So are you able to take care of yourself so that you don't get compassion fatigue and burnout? If I say burnout, that exhaustion until you feel like leaving the job. So that's the thing. So I think the parting shot is that make sure you take care of yourself. A, awareness. B, balancing. C, connection to therapist. So you are not able to take care of that, all those, go see therapist and make it a normal thing. Let's break the silence.
Yes.
This no. Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. As you've heard from Habiba, the ABCs, don't forget that. And thank you for joining us on today's conversation. We look forward to seeing you in the next podcast coming soon. Thank you.